So I just wanted to welcome everyone to a little chat, a fun little chat here about Toto's rescue. And I'm invited two wonderful ladies who literally, Toto, changed our lives. These ladies are personally responsible for your rescue. Did you know that? Take a good look. So I would love for you all to introduce yourselves and tell me a little bit about Four Precious Paws, because this new book that we're so excited about, we're helping raise money for Four Precious Paws. We're giving it back. We're pawing it forward to your wonderful organization. So Julie and Carrie, I want to hear from you guys.
Hey, I'm Carri Wilson.
I gotta shut my phone off. I'm Julie Wilson. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Wait, are you sisters?
No,
No, we're not. No, we're not. There's a long story there. But anyway,
Get them out some other time.
anyway, we had opened up a clinic, a Spay and Neuter clinic in Kokomo in 2013. And the building that we had rented, there was quite a bit of room in the back part of the clinic. And we had started a rescue. From working with a lot of the shelters, we had realized that there are a lot of dogs in need. Back then, the euthanasia rate was a lot more than what it is now. So it was an opportunity for us to be able to help the shelter take some of the load off of them, with the means that we had. The other thing too, that when we're talking about Toto, how can you not smile when you look at him? A friend of ours that was also hi Toto. That was also working in the animal welfare and up around Rochester, Indiana. She had contacted us and wanted to know if we had room for 14 small dogs, and that were they were living outside. And I'm not so sure about all the story with the owner of those dogs, but we told her we'll make it work. And she ended up, I think she made 2 trips bringing them all to us in Kokomo. And they were indeed small, and a lot of them were very well taken care of.
Yeah, they looked pretty rough when they came in.
Some of them were missing hair, some of them needed groomed, some of them hadn't received any vetting, none of them had been fixed. So everybody was mating with everybody, and that's where we come in, we stop it. Our primary purpose, as the clinic goes, is that we stop the cycle of the pet overpopulation. That is what we do. And then we also help bring in dogs. We don't do it anymore. We've gotten a little bit older, but we still work with shelters and other rescues to help move dogs around so that they get the opportunity to find a home just like Toto did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is truly a rags to riches story with him. And we are so grateful and fortunate that we are a part of that, not only with him, but with some other dogs. So we took the dogs in, and we had partnered with Petco, and where we could go to Petco down in Westville or Carmel, and take our dogs down there.
Right. I wondered how you got from Kokomo to Carmel, because those of you who are not from Indiana, that is not that close. It's a good 45 minutes, hour, right?
Right. So, it was an hour. It was an hour. It was an hour.
Toto came from Kokomo to Carmel.
Yeah.
So we did that every weekend. We would go there with our rescues, and we did a lot of adoptions there. We did some adoptions in Kokomo, but we did a majority of them at Petco, because we were running also the clinic, the Spay and Neuter clinic. So it was kind of, we had to coordinate all that together to make it happen.
Yeah. It was a full-time job, 7 days a week.
Yeah, it was. One of the things that we're so fortunate that we've been able to do, and also still do, is to help dogs like Toto, like Pip.
I wondered, yes, we need to introduce Pip. Is this the Four Precious Paws pup now?
Yeah,
well, we're fostering.
We know what foster means.
Fostering him.
We're fostering him.
We're fostering him for Natalie Second Chance, who has graciously agreed to take him into her her rescue
Yeah.
once we get him healed up.
Yeah.
He had some issues with his knee. He was from what you call backyard breeder up in northern Indiana. And he was adopted, but not from here, but from a shelter. And then when they come to pick him up and they found out about his bum leg, they didn't want him.
Aw.
And it's like, we're going to take him. We're going to take him and we're going to see if we can fix his leg. And a couple of our veterinarians worked on his leg, got his leg fixed. So hopefully he can move on to his forever home in a few weeks. So,
Aw.
but we're just grateful that we have the opportunity to be able to do those things.
Yep. And the abilities.
Yeah, the ability to be able to provide those services for other shelters and rescues.
Yeah.
Well, it's just amazing what you do, because it sounds like, these places, the shelters get overrun, and then it starts to get cold, because Toto arrived in my life. It'll be 10 years ago, November 26th. So it was getting cold, and I believe he was living outside.
But
A barn or somewhere, because he was in bad shape. In fact, I have a picture I'll put up of what he looked like. There he is. That's what he looked like. And so he's come a long way. But you guys took him in when he was looking so sad, and
Yes.
he was at least another pound lighter, like maybe 5
Oh
pounds.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I
he
believe
had
that.
a
believe
lot
that.
of stomach issues when I got him. I was at the
Oh,
vet
I
a
believe
lot.
that.
So, and he still has some stomach issues. He takes some sensitive tummy stuff. But these dogs, when they come to you, so they go, you partner with, I know Sarah, like a local rescue person, and she brought them to you.
Yes.
Then you give them love, care, and heal them, or give them you spay or neuter them, right? Is that
Yep,
part of
sure
your?
do.
I think one of the major things is having a veterinarian on staff allowed us to provide proper medical care for them to get them on the right track. So many of them had not received any vaccinations. We're not on any deworming of any sort, no heartworm preventions, none of those things. All those things which are very, very important. So, when they came to us, we had that opportunity, give them a good bath. And some of them never been bathed before. Getting them started on their vaccinations, getting them spayed and neutered, which is very important, not only for pet overpopulation, but also for the health of the animal. With male dogs, the longer they go unneutered, the more apt that they are to get testicular cancer or prostate cancer. Same thing with females. I mean, they get what we call pyometra, where there's they get an infection in the uterus. If that goes unattended, they can die from it. So, it's not only about the pet overpopulation, it's about their overall health. Trying to do what's right for these animals that have been left behind. And what people consider throwaway animals. And it's just sad that we live in a society where people think animals are disposable.
That is so sad. I can't even imagine. So you kind of fell into the rescue business because there was a need, it sounds like, and
Yes.
you had space. So you weren't like planning on doing this.
Oh,
No.
Just
no,
thought,
no.
we're going to help out where I
No.
can. Are you still doing rescues? Because you've moved now to Lafayette.
Yes.
We don't house them. What we do is we work with other rescues, and if we don't have a foster at the time, then we will foster if that animal's going to be compatible with our own personal dogs
Our staff members
and our staff members as well.
foster as well. So, I mean, we try to still participate as much as we can with helping with shelters and rescues. But our primary here has been spay and neuter, and providing for the communities, this community and the surrounding communities, for the people who can't actually afford to go through
Right.
a full service vet
Yep.
and get the
That's awesome.
stuff that they need.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's amazing what you do, and we're so happy to support you. So let's go back a little bit to Toto's story. So is there a typical rescue? I mean, I don't know if his story is a typical story where there's a phone call, the dogs are coming in, like what happened, and you care for them. I mean, they come in bad condition, like you said, no vaccines, no medicine.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about this guy, if you remember, because it was 10 years ago. So,
Oh, man.
and I know you kind of fell in love with him because I clearly remembered you were a little reluctant to let him go. And
I was very reluctant, Julie.
Yes.
Well,
And I
you
was.
and I were going back and forth.
I
okay,
remember I had to be like convincing. No, I really
You
want
were, you were very, very adamant that he was to go home with you. And I was so hesitant because one of the first things you said to me was, I don't want a dog that's going to mark all over my house. And you went directly to what we called him Ebenezer at that time because it was
Ebenezer.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
I remember.
And you said, "Oh, he's so cute," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's a male dog. It's gonna mark all over your house."
I was a little concerned. Well, I don't know if you know the backstory. I was not looking for a dog. I was going on my way to get a Christmas tree with my daughter.
You were with your daughter,
Okay.
yeah.
And it was my birthday. My daughter had come in town and it started with breakfast in bed. She had me flip over these cards. So after the breakfast in bed, we were going to get a Christmas tree right down the road. And I had just come off a trip with my girlfriend who had several dogs. And so I had this whole dog thing on my lap. She had a dog named Ruby that was on my lap. And as we're passing by Petco, I was like, let's go look at the dogs. Like it was a very random. And so when I wasn't expecting for this little adorable Ebenezer to be put on my lap, because a lot of the other dogs were bigger. I know that maybe they were smaller
Yes.
dogs, but they were
Yeah.
all bigger dogs. And
Yeah.
so he was teeny tiny. And then I was like thinking, actually, maybe I could have a dog. And then when you told me about the marking, which by the way, he marks all over the place still,
Oh my gosh.
and you're not getting him back. He's his favorite spot's over in that corner right there. This little stinker, he's a stinker, but you're right. I was asking a lot of questions.
Right.
And
And part of our job as trying to find homes for animals is making sure that we're matching them to the proper person. And we had no knowledge of Toto really as to, is he a marker? Well, probably. He came from a situation where he was around a group of females. He was the only male dog, I believe.
Donner.
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 We also had Donner, who was a male, but he was a
Yeah,
younger,
he was a puppy.
younger guy. So I was assuming that he was just marking everywhere. So, yeah, I was just like, oh,
This is not gonna work.
you know, our concern is always, is this, we want this person to adopt, but we want them to keep this animal,
right,
no matter what.
right.
And, we don't want it coming back because we used to see some dogs come back and we would think, man, they are so depressed.
Awful.
And
terrible,
you just see the sadness in them, and it's like, how many times can they take that rejection?
Oh, I remember it clearly because I was asking a lot of questions and my daughter was with me and
Yes.
and I was like, I don't know. I just had become an empty nester. I was kind of enjoying my travel and my life. And so this was super unexpected. And then, and then when you were hesitating and you're like, well, I don't think it's a good fit. I was like, I want this to
Wait a minute.
it's meant to be because, and the other part of the backstory, which I think you know now, is I had just started my Tales of Oz blog a year earlier, completely
Yeah.
Yellow Brick Road. And then this adorable Ebenezer ends up on my lap, who happens to be Toto. I'm like, well,
Original name Toto, yeah.
like God
Yeah.
is speaking. I mean, I gotta have this dog. And then you were
Well,
like,
I'll tell
oh,
you
no.
what, when I found out about Oz and
Yeah.
then his original name being Toto, I was like,
It's making
I just lost this argument.
I'm like, let me have the dog. We're going.
All
But
right, sign the papers.
I
It's
know.
yours.
Well, and actually love the fact that you care so much about these animals and you recognize they've been through so much that you don't want to put them through more because that does
Correct.
happen. If it's not a good
Yeah.
fit,
Yes.
that
It
it's
does.
it's not a good fit. And that, and I just remember because we were on our way to get a Christmas tree because then I said to you, well, can you hold him? Like, because we're going to get a Christmas, and you're like, no. I mean, you were like, I don't. There was no,
bad,
you weren't holding the dog. You didn't really want me to have the dog, but it was, I just remember a lot of families, like little kids coming up. And now that I know Toto, like he definitely was a great fit for me because
Yeah.
he's so little and he's so attached to me. Like he's a one man, he's like my guy and I'm his woman here. Like that a family and a lot of kids running around would actually not have been good for him.
No,
So
not at all.
yeah.
Not at all.
So he ended up, and he falls asleep just in my arms. He's
Well, he's older now.
He's
so
older.
oh no, he did this
needs his
before.
rest.
He was purring. He purrs.
Was he?
Yeah, he purrs. I'll be holding him. I'll be holding him like this, and then people will be like, "Julie, he's asleep," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That's what he does. I know." He's so funny. So anyway, so Toto ended up in the right home. And so you guys have saved so many and helped so many rescues. Do you ever hear the stories and how they kind of you've been following Toto and we're friends.
Oh yeah.
So how do you hear about your other ones or
We do.
We do.
Either through email or they will text me.
No.
Or
Except from when I've sent pictures.
send us pictures.
Send us pictures.
Cards. Christmas
yeah.
cards. You get all.
There is one lady in Minnesota that had adopted Malamute. Big boy.
Big dog.
Big boy.
Eddie.
And we're friends on Facebook and she sends us pictures and updates and also sends us cards. And it's like birthday cards
for us.
And it is just, to be able to keep that connection with some people. It is. It's
real nice.
It said what we did was the right thing,
Yeah.
And sometimes, Julie, we have gotten it wrong. And I've gone back to a couple of people and said, I apologize that you can adopt this animal and we got it wrong.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I wasn't going to let you get it wrong with this one. I was fighting. I was like, I have to have this dog.
I'm glad you proved me wrong.
It's kind of funny.
About that.
Yeah. So
he's had the best life ever.
Oh, and he's changed my life. I can't even tell you. It's just incredible. Good. The people I've met because of Toto, career, like everything about this dog has been life-changing. It's been absolutely amazing. Yeah. So what are things, this is just a great rescue story. So anyone listening now, what can we do to help other rescues like Toto? I mean, we're raising money. We've raised a lot of money for the Indy Humane when Toto was top dog a couple years ago. We're trying to raise awareness. So what are some practical things people can do just to help you, with what you're doing?
Just share about Spay and Neuter.
Yeah.
Is that the cycle ends with us. It really does. And to be aware that, rescue is something you get in to make money. It isn't. That 99% of them, they survive off of donation.
Yeah.
If your local shelter, donate food. If a rescue that's close by, donate food. Because that's something that they all go through a lot of. Yeah. Even with cats, for cat rescues, donate donate food,
Litter, all
Um,
those things.
yep.
for cats.
Yep. And support, just be aware and make others aware of the animals that are in need.
If you have the capability to foster for one of your local shelters or rescues, and you have that capability, and take one in.
Yep, we encourage you to do that. The same thing with
It'll change your life.
rescue.
It'll
Yeah.
change your life,
I'm
knowing
sure.
that you were a stepping stone for that animal to go to its forever home.
That's awesome. Yeah, Toto, what do you think about taking in a foster? He's like, no way. Not. He doesn't. He likes it with
Sleep
just
it on the
me,
floor, Mom.
me and Toto. That's all he likes. That's it.
And that's okay. There
Yeah,
are many homes out there that are a one animal family.
Yep.
Right.
And there are so many animals that are a one family animal,
Yeah.
So
But
it's just sharing.
if you can
Yeah.
share some
Yeah.
of your time at a rescue or a shelter to spend time with one animal, take them out for a walk, or just sit with them, and I've seen stories of this little boy that goes into shelters and he reads to the dogs,
Yeah.
just reads to the dogs and stuff, and it's like, that's amazing. That's some one-on-one time, and that they so often don't have that. And it's a stressful environment for an animal to be housed in a kennel or a cage. 24/7. Yeah, being let out to go potty or have a little bit of playtime, but not having freedom per se. So going in and taking that animal out for a walk means the world to them.
Yeah.
So
Well, we all have a role. Yeah, we all have a role to play. I mean, some people have time to do that. I have a friend who goes and walks dogs. Toto and I have had a gift for fundraising, which not everyone can do.
Yes.
I mean, wherever I take Toto, people are like, "Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute." And so we've been able to, and I have a huge community of friends, and they all love dogs. So I've had a lot of people just rallying around us. Like when we did it in Maine, and in 3 years we raised over $25,000. We paired up with a girl who actually fostered a high schooler, and together, like, it was amazing, and it was so fun. And we all dressed up, as in the Wizard of Oz, and it was just pretty awesome. But we want to, when I was so grateful when Toto came into my life that, about a year later, I was like, we got to do something, Toto, to help the other pups out there. And so, and we're trying to continue to do that with our book. And we like to say we're pawing it forward. So, and you guys are the ones we want to paw it forward to through our book. And we're just getting started. This is just the first one. I can't wait to get this in your hands.
I love that.
I want to come up with Toto with a bunch of books for you when I get back.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
And maybe have a little book signing. I don't know if you have like certain events, maybe in May we can have a little event, and
that would be wonderful.
Wonderful.
That would be great. So we can give big hugs, right, Toto?
I want to point out too, because you asked the question, what can people do to help?
Yes.
Outside of what we just got done talking about, is that if there's anything that we can ask people to do is to be aware of their surroundings. Not every animal is treated nicely. If you see something that doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, doesn't sound right, say something.
That's great. That's a great reminder. And you know what? I'm always trying to be aware, like, especially here in Florida, I see dogs in cars and I just can't, I can't. I literally have gone in the store and reported it like immediately. And like, there's the dog. And even if the window's open, that dog cannot stay in that car. And man, I stand out there and I'm trying to give them water through the window. Like, we have to be advocates and just always be alert. So what a great reminder, Julie. Thank you for that. Because my heart just breaks when I think about the abuse, the neglect. I mean, you see it all the time. I only see it occasionally, but it takes very special people to be able to be in that world and not just be brokenhearted. I don't know if I could do it. So,
You would take them all home, Julie.
I would, and I would be arguing with you the whole way.
You would.
I'd be like, Carrie, I'm taking this one too. My house is
No,
going to be a wreck.
Julie, no
There's
more.
paint all over
Toto
the
said
place,
no.
but we're going. We're going now, right, Toto? No, Toto wouldn't allow it. I'm just saying. He is so protective. Did I ever tell you I had his DNA when he won top dog? He is not a Chorkie. You guys thought he was a Chihuahua Yorkie. He is a Chihuahua Mickey. Those little teddy bear dogs. And he also has Affin Pinscher. He's got terrier, a bunch of terrier in him. But yeah, so he's got this little Mickey. He had his haircut, so he doesn't look as teddy bear-esque right now. But
right.
He's like cheeky. A Chihuahua Beaky, but he has terrier. And Chihuahuas and terriers are like the two most protective, territorial.
Yes. Yeah.
So at home in Indiana, he has a carpet. No one can go. You cannot walk on that carpet. He is protecting his territory. So I don't think he would have let anyone else in. But so we help in other ways.
Is he 5 pounds?
He's 6 now.
Oh, wow.
I know. Well,
That's
6 and some change, but I'm very careful, because he does have the little tummy issues still.
Yeah.
He does pretty occasionally, stop eating or drinking because he's eating something off the floor. I have to be super careful.
Right.
But no, he only eats once a day, a little quarter cup, and then he's good. And he has this one little chicken chip in the morning. Does he
have a dinner jacket he wears for?
No. This is his dress up right here. He doesn't wear this to dinner. He only wears this for special people like you two.
Oh.
Yes, right, Toto? And he's wearing it we have a book signing tonight. He's going to wear it for the book signing.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
I do remember when he was with us, he did get carried around a lot.
He did.
So his little size helped him.
Yes. He likes to be carried around.
Yeah. He's a human magnet, we call that.
Yeah.
Yep. He's very special. He's asleep right now. Look at him. This is him. So I'm so excited to share this book, and you guys are actually And I actually had the illustrator put 4 Precious Paws in the window. I'm going to show you. And I did not put Petco because that would have required attorneys.
Yeah,
that's a little
different.
And I don't know if this is you, which one of this is you or her, but there's the inside.
We would say
that's Julie or Carrie.
We'd say that's Julie.
There we go. But see, it says 4 Precious Paws in the window.
Yes.
There it is. So anyway, I can't wait to get this in your hands soon. And I'm so thankful for all that you do and have done for Toto and the many, many other rescues out there and all those dogs for spay and neutering that you're taking care of. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much. Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And
all right,
Carrie and I are not getting in an argument.
No, we won't. I promise, Julie.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye. Bye, Toto.